What's up, guys? My name is Tai Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. This is a trading channel where we focus on sharing our experiences and the mistakes that we've made in growing a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolios. Okay, not only just grow it, but how to manage it afterwards safely and with the lowest risk possible. In this video, I want to talk about how and when we are going to buy back into the crypto market. If you've been following me for a while now, you guys know that for like most of 2021 and like the first quarter or two of 2022, I kept telling everyone on my Twitter and on my channel that we are in the middle of a bull market and we do not buy in the middle of a bull market. Some people ask us, you know, what about Solana? What about all these other altcoins that made really big moves? And that's just not part of our strategy. The strategy that we used two strategies on our channel and our team. And there's two strategies that we teach our students, and that's the only two strategies we use. We don't do anything outside of those two strategies because we have not found any other strategies that can scale your trading and your investing from a small portfolio into a 7, 8, and 9-figure portfolio, and that's the reason why we don't do it. Okay, so the first strategy we use is that we take 80% of our money and we put it towards the TaiFu 30 cryptocurrency market index, and those are the top 30 coins in the TaiFu cryptocurrency market index, and there's one with Bitcoin in it and there's one without Bitcoin in it. The one with Bitcoin is called the TaiFu 30 cryptocurrency market index. The one without Bitcoin in it is called the TaiFu 30 altcoin market index. Okay, so either one of those are fine, right? Each one has an advantage and each one has a disadvantage. As our portfolios get bigger and bigger into the 8 and 9-figure range, you really don't have much of a choice. You're gonna have to lean more towards the TaiFu 30 cryptocurrency market index with Bitcoin in it versus the TaiFu 30 altcoin market index, all right, without Bitcoin in it, simply because of liquidity issues. And there's lots of safety, computer security issues that you have to deal with as your portfolio gets bigger and bigger. So for a long time, I kept saying that we don't buy during the middle of a bull market. I kept telling my followers and my viewers and my students, do not buy during the middle of a bull market. We don't care what coins do well. It does not matter to us, right? Some people say, hey, you know, Solana went up 100x or whatever, and you can capture the last 10x or 20x of it in the middle of a bull market. We don't do stupid shit like that, okay? So on our channel. So if you want to chase after a coin, you're welcome to do it, but this is not the channel where we teach you how to chase coins, okay? On this channel, we share with you guys how we prepare during the bear markets and how we allocate, how we control our bet size, and then how we slowly buy in, right? And then how we slowly sell back out as the market starts going up or as the market starts rolling over and going back into a bear market, okay? So if you look at the TaiFu 30 index, right, with Bitcoin in it, it reached an all-time high of around 2,096 points, right? And let's just round it off to 2,100 points, just so the math is easy for me to talk. So if we look at the last 6 or 7 bull market cycles or crypto market cycles, there's been about 6 so far. And I think if you count the 2021, 2022 bull market, that will make up like the 7th one, okay? So, and I count the bull market cycles, you know, for anything that has fallen more than 50%, and then it goes back up, okay? So the crypto market has fallen more than 50% like 6 times, and then the 2021 market would be considered like the 7th time, okay? And keep in mind that before 2017, all the market cycles are based on Bitcoin only. It does not count any altcoins, okay? Because before 2017, like 99% of the entire crypto market was made up of Bitcoin. So it was not even worth it to even look at the other ones, okay? So if we know that if you take the average of the last 6 or 7 market cycles, bear market crashes, it's an average about minus 85%. Okay, so if we do the math, right, of 2,100 points minus 85%, minus 90% would put it at 210 points. So minus 85% is just right above 210 points. I don't have a calculator on me, but you can do it. But you can estimate that it's somewhere right above 210 points on the TaiFu 30 index. And so the market has already fallen from 2,100 points down from where Bitcoin was at $69,000 down to 18,000 and something. That has already been that caused the market to fall about minus 78, 79 points already. So we can just round it off to about minus 80%. And after I started telling everybody that to not buy during the bull market, during the middle of a bull market, afterwards I said that we will start looking for a place to buy in. It does not mean that we're going to buy in, but we will look for a place to buy in after the market falls minus 60%. So, you know, right now we're sitting at, the market has fallen around minus 75, 78%, somewhere around there. So it's very close to the historical averages of minus 85% for a bear market crash. So we are very comfortable buying in at minus 60%, minus 65, minus 70, minus 75, minus 80, minus 85, minus 90, minus 95, even minus 99%. We are comfortable buying in. And then as the market falls down and it goes back up, you know, we are comfortable buying back in also. So we'll buy back in at, you know, minus 90, minus 85, minus 75, minus 70, minus 65, minus 60. So when we do that, we get an average price of somewhere around minus 70, minus 75% crash. Okay? We do not believe that anyone out there can pick the tops and bottoms accurately and consistently. We don't know of anybody that can do that. I used to work on Wall Street. I used to work in Chicago. I used to work in Houston. I used to work in Dallas. I used to work in Los Angeles. I used to work in Las Vegas in the financial markets, right? And I have not met one person yet, right, that can consistently, you know, hit the tops and the bottoms, right? I have not met one person. I have not even heard of one person that can do that, right? So I've met hundreds and thousands of traders in my life. So I cannot sit here and tell you guys that can be done when I have personally not been able to do it. And I do not know of anyone or have even heard of anyone that can do it. Okay, so when the market falls minus 60% and starts to fall below that, our team was going to start buying in. But the problem is the Federal Reserve Bank in America started increasing the interest rates, right? So now I think the current interest rate is sitting right around 2.75%, and this is the federal the fund rate, which is the interest rate that they charge to the retail banks to borrow money from them. So when I go buy a car or a house, I go to the bank and I borrow the money from them. And then if they don't have enough money, they go borrow it from the central bank. And the central bank just raised it, 0.75 points. On Wall Street, they call that 75 basis points. That just means it's 3/4 of 1 point, or 75% of 1 percentage point is all that is. Okay, so, and the last few times that the chairman of the Federal Reserve in America announced that they were going to do that, he raised it several times by 0.75 points already. So it's expected again to be done again next month in October of 2022. It's going to be expected to be done again. If not in October, then sometime in the last quarter of 2022, it's expected that they're going to raise it another 0.75 or 1 point or maybe even more. And that a lot of people expect it to be over 3.5 points for the interest rates. Okay, and when you look at the news and you look at the Federal Reserve estimates, most of the members of the Federal Reserve and the central bank, they believe, like if you look at all the branch offices they have around America, most of them believe that it needs to be around 4%. So that means that we can expect that the central bank, the Federal Reserve, will increase the interest rates a few more times, not just once, but a few more times. So because of that, and because of the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, those are very, very big economical events that's affecting how we buy in. So because of those two reasons, and then there's a third reason also, right, is the midterm elections in America. Okay, so there is a in America you got the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and you have the presidential election every 4 years, and then in between those 4 years, in between it, there is a what's called a midterm elections, where they elect the people that work in Congress, the members of the House of Representatives, and then the members of the senators, okay, in the House and Senate, okay. So because of that, there is a battle right now, a political battle in America, between the Democrats and the Republicans, okay. It doesn't matter which side you take when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investing, right? For personal reasons and cultural reasons, you might pick one or the other, right? I personally prefer a more conservative approach culturally. I believe a man should play his part in raising the family and growing the family. I believe the woman should play her part as a woman, right? I don't believe that women can be stronger than men. I don't believe that women can be faster, run faster than men. I don't believe a woman can fight and whip a man's ass. If we were talking about the same weight, everything like that. I don't believe in any of that bullshit, okay? I grew up in America. When I came to America as a Vietnamese refugee in the late 70s, I grew up in the era of, Rocky, Rambo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Die Hard, Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Van Damme, Dolph Lundgren. I believe I grew up in a society when in America when men were supposed to be men and strong men, and women were supposed to be women. And all this feminist, all this woke nonsense. I really don't care much for it. I don't want my kids growing up. I got 3 boys and 1 girl. I don't want my 3 boys growing up thinking that they can become pregnant. Okay, I don't believe that shit. I've never seen that shit happen. I'm not gonna allow my sons, to believe in that. Okay, and if someone else wants their kids to believe in it, that's fine. But I don't want my kids believing in that nonsense. Okay, but it really doesn't matter if you believe which political party, right? What's important is that you understand that both these political parties in America are fighting each other, right? And as much as you guys hear me say that, I prefer a conservative family and a conservative life, as much as you guys hear me say that, I really don't care about neither one of those parties. The reason is because I cannot control it. I cannot influence it. Nothing I say is going to matter to either party, right? The only thing that matters is if I make enough money to feed and support and take care of my family and to take care of me, and that's it. And then if I make extra money, then I can help take care of the people around me in society, all right? But other than that, I really don't care which of these political parties do or what they do, because it's outside of my control. It's outside of my sphere of influence, okay? So they are going to have this battle. The Republicans and the Democrats are going to have this battle next month in November in America because of the midterm elections. So because of the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates because of the war in Ukraine and Russia, and then because of the midterm elections that's happening in the U.S., right? For all these reasons, we do not see any good news that would cause us to go back into a bull market. And because of that, we delayed our buying. So even though the market has fallen minus 60%, and we can start looking for opportunities to start buying in. Like if we start buying in right now at minus 78% or minus 75% crash, there is nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I will say that on video, and you guys can record it and play it back and play it back later to see what I'm talking about. If on average the market crashes minus 85% and we buy in at minus 75 or minus 78% or minus 80%, we have not seen an instance where you buy in at minus 78% and you lose money over the long term, over multiple years. We have not seen an instance of that, okay, where you lose money after buying in after the market crashes minus 78%. So if we know that, why don't we go ahead and start buying in right now and start loading up our portfolio with low cost discounted coins that are down, are discounted by 80%, 85, 90%. Why aren't we doing that? The reason why we are not doing that at the moment is because we want to wait for the Federal Reserve to increase their interest rates a few more times. And the main thing is that we want the midterm elections to be done in America before we make a decision to start buying in, right? So the reason why we're doing that is and not buying right now like we normally do in previous bear markets is because as your portfolio gets bigger, the biggest pain that you are going to experience in your portfolio is called drawdown. And drawdown means that you buy in at this price at $1 million, and then the market crashes 20%, and now you're down to $800,000. So you haven't sold anything, your portfolio is still there, you haven't touched anything, and some people say, you haven't lost money until you sell, or you haven't made money until you sell, or you get out of the markets, and that is true. And what we don't want on our team to have to suffer the mental pain of is we don't want our team to suffer the mental pain of the drawdown. And we don't want our students and our viewers to suffer the pain of a drawdown. Now, some of you guys might say, hey, it's no big deal, right? That's easy to say when you don't have money in the markets, but it is much more painful to buy something and then it draws down minus 50%, okay? So let's just say that the market goes from minus 75% right now to minus 95%, okay, or minus 90%. That means that in order for it to go down that extra few points, right, that extra 5 or 10 percentage points, the market has to crash somewhere around close to 50% in order for it to be a drawdown from the peak of the bull market, right? So if you look at the big picture, that how far the market has fallen, yeah, we can say that it's minus 75%, but to go from that minus 75% down to minus 90%, that little 15%, it doesn't seem like a lot, but the reality is if you buy here right now and it falls down to that much, that distance is minus 50%. It's somewhere around minus 50, minus 55, minus 60%. And that is very painful for a lot of people, okay? So because of that, right, to reduce that mental pain of the drawdown, right, what we do is we just start buying after the elections. So that's one way that we're going to reduce it. So initially, I was going to start buying crypto back into my portfolio in the fourth quarter of 2022, but because of the midterm elections and because the Federal Reserve came out and they blatantly and publicly and clearly said and warned everyone to prepare for some pain because they're about to cause some pain in individuals and businesses around the world, right? And in America and around the world. So when the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank is coming out and warning us to be ready for some pain, to me, that is worth paying attention to, okay? And that's worth delaying a few months or a quarter or two, right? And you might say, hey, Tai, well, if you wait until Q1, until January of 2023 to start buying in, aren't you going to be a little late? What if the market starts going back up and things like that? And here's the reality, guys. Anytime you buy a quality asset, you buy something that has value, it's going to go up multiple times. It's going to go up, it's going to crash, it's going to go up, it's going to crash, it's going to go up, it's going to crash. If you look at the stock of Dell computers, if you look at the stock of Apple, if you look at the stock of Tesla and all these companies, you will clearly see that anything that has real value in the world will go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down. Like, you know, just like our team, right? I believe that our team, the TaiFu trading team, is one of the best trading and investing teams out there in the crypto market. And yes, did we make some mistakes in 2014? Yes, we did, but we recovered it from it and we learned from it. And then we became better. Did we make mistakes in 2017? Yeah, we made a bunch of life-changing profits. And did we make mistakes? Yes, we did. But we learned from it, we recovered from it, and then we went back into the 2021 bull market and we made even more money. And then did we make mistakes then? Yes, we did. And we recovered from it. We found different solutions so we don't repeat those mistakes again. And then new mistakes arise because as our portfolios get bigger, there's issues that we never encountered or understood before. And now we see it for the first time and we try to find solutions to it. And we will fix those mistakes before the next, 2025 or 2026 or 2027 bull market, right? Or whatever year that the next bull market's going to happen in, right? So that's one of the reasons why I believe that we are one of the best trading teams out there on the market, is because we learn from our mistakes and then we find solutions to it, okay? So to summarize this video, right, it's okay. We start looking for opportunities to buy after the market crash minus 60%. We start buying in slowly at a little bit at a time, okay? With the money that we have, and I'll use these numbers so it's easier for you guys to understand and clarify, right? So we take 80% of our money and we put it into the coins that are listed in the TaiFu 30 cryptocurrency market index. And then we take the other 20% of our money and we use it for what I call opportunity trades. When there's an opportunity in the market to make a trade, then we'll jump on it. But if not, we just leave that cash there and just keep some ammo in ready so that we can fire a trade whenever the time comes. All right. So, for example, if I have $100,000, right, then 80,000 of that, right, will go into the TaiFu 30 cryptocurrency market index. The other 20% will go into short-term opportunity trades, right? They're not day trades, they're not swing trades. They are trades specifically for an opportunity, right? So, for example, like when I bought this $1.1 million condo here that I'm sitting in right now in downtown Bangkok on the riverfront of the Chao Phraya River, I got the money to buy this condo because I had some cash waiting and sitting aside. And then when there was an opportunity to jump into the Dogecoin pump that was happening with the forum, the trading forum called Wall Street Bets, they pumped the price of Dogecoin up. I was able to jump in it, and then within 30 hours, I made enough money to buy this condo. Okay, so because of that, I know that these opportunities exist. They happen about 2 to 4 times every month. I don't always catch them. So if it happens 2 to 4 times a month, you can figure that there's about 24 to 48 opportunities a year to make these short-term trades, right? And I'm not going to call it a day trade. I'm not going to call it a swing trade. I'm not going to call it any type of trading. I just call it, there's an opportunity in the market, and I'm going to jump on it, okay? Because sometimes you might have to hold it for a few hours. Sometimes you might have to hold it for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, but it is a good opportunity, all right? But it's usually in the short term, right? So that's what 20% of our money is used for. The other 80% goes right into the index, okay? Because over the long term, no strategy is going to beat the index, okay? I don't care what anybody says, right? If you do what we're doing and you do it over multiple market cycles, right? You might hit a Solana this time, you might hit a Pancake this time, you might hit a Cardano this time, but you cannot hit all the big winners consistently in every bull market. However, you can get a large chunk of the profits out of the market in every bull market, okay? So that is possible to do, All right, and that is something that our team has been able to do consistently, and that's what we teach our students because we can do it, and it's something our students can do, and we've seen them do it. So it's something that we teach to the public and share with the public because we don't want to be one of those trading teams that talk a bunch of bullshit online, right, and say stuff that we haven't done or cannot do or we haven't seen other people do, right? One of the things that I've learned after making some money now, making a large sum of money of life-changing profits, one of the things I noticed is that the reason why it took me so long to make life-changing profits in my life was because there's a lot of fake information on the internet. The internet has allowed us to share information with other people at a very low cost and to distribute the information to a large number of people at low cost. And because of that reason, there's a lot of fake traders and bullshit traders out there that spread information that's not real, okay? And it causes a lot of people to suffer, lose money, and take a lot of risks that they don't need to, okay? So on our channel, we try to share the information that is as realistic as we can possibly share it with you guys based on our mistakes and our experiences and the results that we have done and the results that our students have done, okay? So I hope this video helps you guys out to answer the question of when is Tai and his team going to start buying crypto again, right? We are not buying any crypto right now in 2022 to reload our portfolio. We are going to delay it into Q1 of 2023 after the Federal Reserve hikes their interest rates a couple more times and after the midterm elections are done in America. And after that, now what happens if something big or something else pops off, right? Another war starts, you know, China invades Taiwan or some dumb shit, right? Are we going to delay our purchases of crypto any longer? Because we delayed it already, right? I was supposed to buy back into my crypto portfolio starting in Q3, right? Q2, Q3 of the end of Q2 and the beginning of Q3 in 2022, and now I'm delaying it to Q1 of 2023. Are there going to be further delays? And I can answer it right now. The answer is no, okay? Because here's the reason why. Even if there's other big events that happen in the world that cause the markets to fall even more, at that point, it won't matter because most of the bad news that you can think of for the market is already out. Like we got a war in Ukraine, the interest rates are being jacked up as high as it has ever been, right? We got the midterm elections, we got a massive political war going on in America between the Democrats and the Republicans and everything. And all these things are happening and the market is already where it's at. So even if it can fall further, it doesn't matter. We need to start buying a little bit at a time to reload our portfolio. And even if it falls more, we will continue buying it. And then on the way back up, we will still continue buying it up and we will get an average price. Okay, so that's what we are looking at. And I hope that this video helps you guys out so that to understand when we are buying back in, because a lot of people are messaging us and sending us text messages and private messages asking us to make some more videos about when we're buying in and to make more videos about what we're doing and stuff in the crypto market. And the truth about it is this, guys, we have made some life-changing profits and we need to focus on using that money to improve the quality of our life. The last couple of years we've had to survive, you know, struggle through this and suffer through this bullshit COVID, you know, fake pandemic that we got around in the world, right? And because of that, right, even though I have the money, right, I am not living the quality of life that I would like to live, okay? And now that the bullshit COVID is over with, right, I want to rebuild my life and focus on making a better quality of life for me and my wife and my kids. So, and the other thing too is that if you look at all the videos that we've made, you're not going to hear us saying very much anything new. The reason why is because trading and investing is a skill. Once you learn that skill, I mean, once you learn the bulk of that skill and you're able to do it, there's really not much to do other than to repeat the same things over and over. It's like learning English. If you don't know how to speak English and you learn English for the first time, might be struggle, it might be a little difficult, it might be hard, but once you learn it, what more are you going to learn? Like once you learn like 500 words in the English language, you can start speaking the language, and then from there, once you start learning around 4,000 or 5,000 words in your vocabulary, I mean, any newer words that you learn are mainly just going to be technical words that's specific to your industry or to your field. You don't even need that to talk to people out in the world, okay? So in trading, once you get to a certain level, like if you've been following us and you've gotten to a certain level, that, especially if you've made a few $1 million already in trading and investing following this, there's really not that much skill left to learn other than if you studied our cryptocurrency investing blueprint, which is a recording of everything that we have taught to our students, right? If you have learned all that and you've watched it multiple times, you're really not going to learn. We have nothing else new to teach you. Okay, you might need us to clarify a few points in there that you might not understand clearly, but other than that, the bulk of it is there already. Like before, after we retired, we recorded everything that we know about making life-changing profits in the cryptocurrency market, and we recorded it live in front of all our live students, and then we recorded it and we created a course called the Cryptocurrency Investing Blueprint. You can learn more about it at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint, and you can get a copy of it there if you want to learn everything that we know about making life-changing profits, about how to grow a 7, 8, and 9-figure portfolio and how to manage it afterwards. It's all there. We don't hide nothing. We don't expect us to make very big changes to it, because the market hasn't changed enough for us to make the changes in there. Okay, when there is big enough changes, then we will make the changes in our course. But at the moment, right, the course is fine the way it is, right? Thanks for watching this video. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter at HeyTaiZen, right? Like I said, guys, we don't make a lot of videos. We don't tweet out a lot. When there's something that's relevant or something that's interesting, we'll tweet it out. We'll make a video about it. Other than that, don't expect us to make bullshit technical analysis videos every day, because most of that shit don't even work in the real world, okay? All those guys that you see doing technical analysis, ask them how they're gonna buy $5 or $10 million worth of Bitcoin when they do it, okay? And see if they can tell you the truth, okay? Most of them can't even fucking buy $100,000 worth of Bitcoins when they need to, okay? So I don't know why they fucking sit there and do all that bullshit technical analysis for, whenever that's just, technical analysis is like 5% of your trading system, guys. Okay, you don't need to do technical analysis every damn day to make life-changing profits in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, the people that do that every day, I have no idea why they're doing it or what inspires them to do it, because in the real world, you're not going to be able to do technical analysis and push in $1 million or $5 or $10 million worth and get back in and out within just a short period of time, guys. That's not reality. Okay, there's not enough liquidity out in the world out there right now at this moment for you to do that and for you to do it safely. All right, there's only like one or just a small handful of coins that you can get in with a large number, with a large amount of money, and get out with a large number of money safely. Most of them you cannot. All right, so thanks for watching this video, guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Thank you.